It was just past sunrise when I noticed a commotion near the edge of our property. A fence crew, clearly hired by the HOA, was digging and measuring near the boundary lines of our land. They were arrogant, chatting loudly as they drove stakes and attempted to mark a boundary that didn't exist. According to their plans, they were supposed to build a fence directly on our land. I ran toward them, shouting, "This is private property. Stop immediately." One of the crew members waved me off. "Relax, buddy. HOA sent us. They said it's okay." I clenched my fists. "The HOA doesn't own this land. You're trespassing. Step off immediately, or I'll have you cited." Grandpa appeared, his cane tapping the ground as he slowly approached. His eyes narrowed as he took in the scene. "They never learn, do they?" he muttered under his breath. I shook my head. "They're lucky this morning is calm, Grandpa. I'm not sure the cattle would be as forgiving as last time." Grandpa's eyes twinkled with a hint of mischief. "Let's see what happens when nature takes the lead," he said. But I quickly realized he had another plan brewing. The crew began using a heavy drill to bore into the ground. Grandpa noticed the path of the water main running beneath the property, a line he had maintained meticulously for decades. "Just a little miscalculation," he muttered. "Let's see how they handle an unexpected flood." Before I could ask him what he meant, the drill hit the water main. A sudden geyser of water shot up, drenching the fence crew and their truck, which quickly became mired in the mud. Screams, shouts, and curses filled the air as the men tried to salvage their equipment, while water sprayed every direction. I could barely contain my laughter. Grandpa, standing back calmly, simply shook his head. "Never underestimate knowledge of your own property," he said. The crew frantically tried to shut off the water, but by then, the damage had been done. Their plans to mark the boundary and start construction had failed spectacularly. Mud covered everything, their truck was partially flooded, and their tools were slipping in the muck. Karen herself arrived, furious. "What happened?" she screamed, running toward the chaos. I stepped forward calmly. "Your crew attempted to build a fence on my land. They hit the water main. That's what happened." She gaped at the mess, her face turning red with fury and embarrassment. "This is impossible. You can't." Grandpa interrupted, voice calm but firm. "It's not impossible. This property knowledge. You don't know this land like we do. Any further trespassing will have consequences far beyond water mains." Karen's fury turned to panic as she realized her crew was soaked, humiliated, and completely defeated. Her threats faltered as she called for them to retreat, leaving the scene with their truck stuck and drenched. I walked through the field, inspecting the damage and making mental notes for repairs. Jake joined me, grinning. "Grandpa's methods never fail," he said. "That water main will be a story they won't forget." By afternoon, everything had calmed. The field returned to its normal state, except for the muddy tracks left behind by the crew. Grandpa supervised the cleanup, making sure the land and our property rights were fully respected. That day served as a powerful reminder. Trespassers weren't just breaking rules. They were ignoring the experience, knowledge, and preparation of the landowners. And on our property, every misstep had consequences, carefully calculated and delivered with precision. As the sun set, painting the sky with warm colors over the field, I realized that defending property wasn't always about confrontation. Sometimes, it was about understanding every detail, using it wisely, and letting natural consequences speak louder than threats ever could.